G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and this time we're actually steering away from Marvel as such, and we're going back to the world of Homebrew and into some of the other worlds and universes that all the Homebrew community have been making, and we're right back to My Hero Academia United, and I've been really looking forward to showing off this particular fight because I think it's a really great achievement that xnellynelx, the designer of all the My Hero stuff, has been creating. And this is going to be, it's the first term, I think it's the first term final exam, I think they call it, which is a big event in the manga series and the anime. And it's a really fascinating sort of iteration or sort of next step from the US agent fight. I remember when we first saw the US agent fight, Andrew Fantasia from the fantastic channel Digital Charcuterie, definitely check that out. He was saying that he'd really like to see that system where US Agent uses his hero deck to sort of turn him into a villain with a dashboard like this. He'd really like to see the other heroes, from the game be able to sort of use that dashboard with their deck. And when we've tried that out, it's actually, you can find heroes that works really well with and is a lot of fun with, but it's not really. The deck isn't really, the dashboard and the rules for US Agent aren't really designed specifically to sort of work for any hero in their deck. His hero deck, you can sort of see, has been specifically designed to be able to work with that villain mode as well. So what xnellynelx has done is he's taken a good look at that sort of general system and come up with a good way to be able to take any hero deck and with a little bit of tweaking here and there, make a system that's a little bit more open to sort of handling most hero decks, and it's a really cool way of doing it. So let's have a look at this. We can see here's a whole bunch of the different teachers that you might face that were sort of in the exam during the show for the students to take on. We have here the special rule setup says choose a teacher and place their dash card on the dashboard and then keep their rule card close for reference, and that's really all you need is just those two cards for each essentially hero that you want to add to this type of mode. So if you're looking to do something similar to this, you can take this existing framework and then just come up with those two cards and how they're going to work, and then you're off and racing. So this says take the teacher's hero deck and shuffle it, and then those are considered master plan cards in this game. If you're playing with the supervillain mode and you're on the hero team, you can take a couple of heroic tokens to spread amongst the team there as well. But let's have a look at this special rule section. So there's really no BAM as such because the heroes are using their hero card. The villains are using their hero cards. So let's have a look here. The teacher gains the symbols of their played card and the previous hero card in the storyline, and that's a change from the US Agent fight. So really, you've got to be careful with what you're playing because the teacher is essentially going to take advantage of that. Whoops, I got some neighbours going past there, sorry guys. The teacher's card counts as a hero card for the actions the next hero gains on their turn as well. So again, that's an interesting change, is that the teacher themselves actually provide a benefit to the heroes, but the heroes then can't really coordinate that well because you can't sort of give the card you're planning on to the next hero after the villain sort of thing. So that's really an interesting sort of change up as well. I really like how that works. I've just got to make sure I remember to do that during the game. So resolve each symbol and any special effect in order based on their location. Okay, so we have a look at where the hero is when they're triggering these, and then we go through and we do all the movement and then the heroics and so on. So let's have a look at the movement. So movement symbols will provide the teacher with two moves, so they move two locations clockwise. The star will also move them as well. So the heroic, the teacher moves one location clockwise and then adds a civilian to each adjacent location. Then the punches deal a damage to each hero in their location, and then in each adjacent location, and then they add a thug to the teacher's location. We have the wilds, they add a thug to their location and civilians to each adjacent location. So you can see there's quite a lot more sort of token placement here. And then the special effects, this is where it gets really clever. The special effect is based on the teacher's rule card. So you can really make sure that the rule card makes your teacher's hero deck really, work well within this system. So you get to sort of think about how that would work rather than having to use the words as verbatim on the actual hero card. You can tailor them to this fight. Now the KO, there's always an acceleration of the next villain turn by 1, but then you also resolve the KO effect of the specific villain dash card as well, if there is one. And then over here we have Overflow. Deal damage to each hero in the overflowed location. Okay, so each hero in the overflowed location for each token that could not be added, so that could be quite dangerous. Damage is applied immediately instead of at the end of the turn. Alright, so that's the basic framework there. And then what's really cool is that we have this whole deck of characters that we can use. So we've got Snipe, we've got Midnight, we've got Principal Nezu. I'm really looking forward to trying him. 13, we've got Ectoplasm, he'd be great as well. All Might, and I can tell you from experience that Snipe is fantastic. And also I've played against Eraserhead as well. He's awesome, and so is Cementos. Really, really fun fights and all very different. So they're fantastic, but what we're going to look at today is we're going to have a look at Present Mike. So he's the one that I've sort of randomly chosen here, and he's one that I really like in the show too. So he's pretty cool. He's going to come in with 5 health. We're going to be using 2 characters, but you can see there what his other health would be if we were using more heroes. And his special rules simply add to that KO rule. So essentially if there's a KO, he moves the KO'd hero 1 location away from him. He pushes them away with his mighty voice. And then let's have a look at his rules card. So nice and simple. He's only got one type of special card in his deck, so he only needs 1 special rule here, and that is voice. So whenever he gets the voice special effect, this is what it does rather than what's on the card itself. So until the start of the next villain turn, heroes take 1 damage at the end of their turn unless they moved at least 1 location away from Present Mike. Heroes who start their turn in the location opposite of Present Mike take 1 damage at the end of their turn if they moved closer to Present Mike. So he's laying down a big, wall of sound there that does some damage and pushes you back, sort of thing. So pretty cool there. So that's what he's going to be doing. And apart from that, we've got the regular mission. So we've got clearing threats, defeating thugs, and rescuing civilians. We have to clear all, we have to clear, 2 of the 3 missions to be able to make the villain vulnerable to taking down. If we take out 1 of the missions, that speeds them up a little bit, and if we can complete all the missions, we don't need to do that, but that will give us a little boost by giving us some cards as well. Now the other thing that we have is in this mode is the threats, and these are going to be the same regardless of which teacher you're using. So we've got 2 sets. We have the robotic minions, so these add a thug to the location, but if you're under pressure, they also add thugs to the adjacent locations as well, and these trigger if the character lands in these spots. We can clear them with the heroics, and they're called robotic minions. So these are going to be placed in these 3 spots here for this game. We've got Ground Omega, Ground Gamma, and the Heights Alliance, where the heroes are based. And we have up here where the bad guys are based, the UA conference room where the teachers are having their meetings. We have not working together. So this represents the heroes, not gelling well. They might be sort of new to working with each other and stuff. So heroes starting their turn in this location, ignore 1 action on the previous card in the storyline. But if you're under pressure, instead of that you ignore all actions on the previous card in the storyline. And there are those 3 heroics we need to clear that. So we have those in these locations, and that's Class 1A and Gym Gamma there as well. And I think that's all for the villains. Let's have a look now. I don't actually have a model for Present Mike, unfortunately, but what I do have is a character with pretty spiky hair and a kind of similar color scheme, so I went with Charge Bolt, old Kaminari there. So that's going to be our hero, our teacher / villain for this fight. Really excited to see how he goes. And we have our duo here. We've got the two characters that actually took him on during the anime, and that is I think her name is Jiro, Earphone Jack. So she's got these like earphone things that she can like plug in that actually grow out of her ears, and she can do all sorts of like sound manipulation and that sort of thing. And now this model is completely the wrong model I'm using here, but it's the only one I kind of had similar colors, and this is supposed to be Anima or I think his name is Coda, but yeah, he's not really the right model. This is Hawks, but we're going to use him for today, and I thought it kind of suits because he's got the wings, because I've decided to give him a pet companion as well, being a character that talks to the animals and that sort of thing as well. So we're going to be using him for Coda, and then here's our pet companion. We're actually going to be using this fantastic model from Big Head Chibis, who designed this really cool cybernetic bird here, which is Saw from Brute Force. So we just did a Brute Force battle the other day, but we didn't use Saw. I don't think we did anyway. So I thought, yeah, let's use Saw in this one here. And you might have noticed there's another model on the board there as well, and that's because we're going to be using the very kind gift that I got from Minis from Mars the other day. I thought, yep, let's use them again, the 1,000 subscribers. So this is a special support character. So we're going to place this character in the location with the most civilians and thug slots. In case of a tie, choose one. And I believe we've got a whole bunch. We've got one here with 5 slots, one here and one here. So I decided let's say they're having some sort of like a YouTube feature or something like that, or at Heights Alliance, they're all getting interviewed or something like the Real World or something, and so we're going to put that in that location there. So that's the model there. Okay. Now let's have a look at the rules that this provides. So special rules. During their turn, a hero may discard an action token to move 1,000 subscribers to any location. Then if the villain ends their turn in 1,000 subscribers location, though, we remove 1,000 subscribers. And I did forget that in the last game we played. I actually got that wrong, and there was a turn where the villain landed in that spot, and they should have been removed. So apologies about that, but we'll see if I can remember that this time. Now, you can avoid that, though, if there's a non-KO'd hero in that location or adjacent. So I've just got to try and stay nearby, which I hadn't done in that last game. And then, however, though, with the overflow, if 1,000 subscribers location overflows, it does not trigger the villain's overflow effect. So we can kind of try and use that to mitigate a bit of disaster going on. So that's the 1,000 subscribers. We'll put that down there. And I think we'll set up the character card here. We'll put the health down, and we are ready to go there. Let's have a look at the hero team. So we have a look at the decks here. Jiro has 2 starting hand cards, so we'll shuffle the rest of the cards up here. I have removed her double wild because she does have an equipment card as well. So let's just draw a card here. Okay, we'll put that there. And we have, what do we have here? Counterbalance. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, during each villain turn you may cancel the BAM of all villains and henchmen in your location. Now that's not going to be that useful because there's no BAM with the villain. I think that's right. I think there's certain versions of these villains that do have sort of BAM effects, but Present Mike I don't think has that. Okay, if you do, you must ignore one action on the next hero card you play. Oh, that's interesting. So do I use this or not? Because I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, well, if I play this before the villain goes, I'm not giving them an action. So that could be a useful sort of thing just as a one-off. Alright. Now what else do we have? Focused listening. As long as this card is face up in the storyline, if you end a turn without using movement, you may look at the top card of the master plan deck. Okay. Okay, I've got to remember that. Okay, so yep, oh, that's interesting. Now what did we get as our extra card here? We got, oh, it's another special. Heartbeat Distortion. Okay, so this says you may move any number of civilians or thugs and heroes from your location to both adjacent locations. Okay, you can sort of push them away. Interesting. That could maybe help keep us away from those sound waves and things. All right, interesting. Sounds like those sorts of things I'm going to have to be way more clever than I am to combo them right. Alright, so then Amplifier Jack, here we go. On your turn, use on your turn, sorry, 2 punches in an adjacent location, or attach a stun token to a villain or henchman in an adjacent location. Now again, stun tokens pretty much cancel BAMs, so that's not going to be that useful, but we can essentially just consider this a double punch in an adjacent location that we can play once, because when it gets exhausted you just remove it, so you can't keep flipping it back and forth and reusing it. Okay, so that's fairly handy. Alright, and then we have our good friend Anima, and we will add the Saw cards to his deck, and we'll shuffle him up and draw 3. He doesn't have any starting hand cards, he doesn't have any equipment, so we're using the full gamut. And I think, I could be wrong, but I think the pet companion rules technically say that you don't, yeah, I think you don't actually have to remove the double wild, so I haven't done that, but I could be wrong. 1, 2, 3, okay. What I have noticed is that I've sleeved my hero cards in slightly different sizes to the regular Marvel cards, so it feels a bit funny when I'm shuffling there, but that's alright. We've got 1, 2, 3 cards. Let's see what we get. Oh, double wild. Alright, don't leave home without them. Okay, then we've got bugging out. Until the start of your next turn, you may use your punches in any location. Wow, okay, that's pretty cool. All heroes may move their pet companions to a location that you punch. Ooh, okay. And then Hitchcock Birds, here we go. Until the start of your next turn, all heroes in your location can't be damaged. All heroes may move their pet companions to your location. Interesting. So that's going to protect us. Okay. Oh, that's 3 good cards there. I don't want to get hit with him, do I? Alright. And yeah, I think we are good to get cracking here. So let's find out, can we pass our exam? Fingers crossed. Alright, we've been studying. Alright, so let's get old Present Mike's cards. Now, remember folks, don't chuck out your double wilds, and don't just, use them, don't just pack them away somewhere or use them as dividers. You're going to need them, because if you want to use a mode like this, you're going to have your full deck, including double wilds. So there you go. Just a bit of a PSA there, do not throw out your double wilds. Okay, thank you Nelly for making this design. Alright, we're going to use this top card here and see what we get. Alright, okay. Now this is actually going to set us up and give Jiro an action as well, which is interesting. Okay, so we'll have a look here, and this says, oh, it's a wild. Okay, so we'll put that down. And what does a wild do? Okay, add 1 thug to that location and 1 civilian to each adjacent location, and that is pretty much it. Okay, so he's not moving, but he is going to fill these up pretty quickly. Okay. Boy oh boy, we've got to remember that they're quite dangerous for us, aren't they? Because we get damaged when they overflow. Okay. Wow, okay, and he didn't sort of land on a landing spot that causes that effect either, so, okay, I've got to remember that. Alright, so there was no movement there, that's pretty much it, okay. I think that's right, he goes first, doesn't he? Okay, I think that's right. So in that case, we get to start off here, and what will we do? He didn't accelerate. There was no KO, we're going to draw a card, we get ourselves a single wild. I see. Okay, well, we can do a few things here, can't we? Well, we can move ourselves around. I don't really feel like we need to do that yet. I've got to remember to either stay near 1,000 subscribers if we want it to stick around, or at least keep some tokens to move it around. I think we're going to use this focus listening though. I think having this effect, it's not a major effect I guess, but it could be useful. It will give us the ability to see what he's going to play. So in that case it actually could be quite good actually. So she's going to play that. That gives her a wild and a What are we thinking of playing here with Mr. Birdman? He's got a bunch of different things. We can't be damaged if we stay together. We do a whole bunch of things here. Yeah, okay. Well, I think what we're going to do, let's place this down here. Do we want to protect ourselves there? I think I'll do that. I think he might move in his next turn, so yeah, it doesn't really matter. I think I might also rescue. Or do I want to put another star down there? No, let's rescue. I think I'll rescue. Alright. Now, so we've put one star towards this and we've rescued. I'm hoping that with Anima here, I've got some good cards there. We're moving a punch as well. It's very handy. I mean, I probably should save my double wilds for later, right? But I'd like to get cracking here. So let's do this. Because I'm probably going to play this with Earphone Jack, so she's not going to get a lot happening on her turn. So if I can play the double wild beforehand, maybe that's good. So let's see. He's got 3 actions. First of all, let's maybe send the bird this way. Let's send Soar. He can fly over this way, and then let's use this heroic here to place another star here. Let's use a wild. What are we going to use this wild for? Should we clear that? Now, I didn't actually move, did I? As long as this card is face up in the strong line, if you end your turn without moving, using movement, you may look at the top card of the Master Plan deck. So let's do that before we do anything else. Ooh, okay, so we know that he's going to essentially, let's put that like that. We know that he's going to, if we don't give him anything else, he's going to just dump a whole bunch of extra stuff there. So as long as we don't go up there, does he do anything else? So he just damages all those basically just, if we're stuck in those locations, we get hit there. So we can maybe stay away from there. So maybe that's not too bad. The other thing is, if we could somehow get into those spots and start clearing them out a little bit, that would be good, but maybe we don't have to worry about that. Okay. Alright, so we've done some listening, we've done some good stuff there. So we've placed this down. I think so. Let's use one wild to clear that. I think that's a good idea. Let's get cracking. So there we are. Alright. And that can go underneath. And we've got one more action. So I'm thinking of either rescuing or doing a punch there. Or am I going to move? This says, draw one card. If your hero is a student in Class A, you may draw until you have 3 cards in your hand instead. But it just says draw one card, so it doesn't say draw up to 3. So I could, if I stay here, I can still get 1 card, can't I? I think that might be worth staying there for. So yeah, let's do it. I'll stay. In which case, I'll use the other action to rescue a civilian, I guess. There we go. Alright. And finally, Earphone Jack. She gets herself a single heroic here. Now, if I play that heroic, then Present Mike is going to move, drop some stuff, and then drop a whole bunch of extra stuff. So I don't really want him doing that. So I think I'm going to play this. We'll play our counterbalance. So the effect itself isn't really that helpful. As long as this card is face up on the storyline during each villain turn, you may cancel the ban. Nope. If you do, you must ignore the action. Yeah, so we won't worry about that. I'll put that down. Okay, but we have given him less to work with, so that's good. But we've still got 2 wilds here, so what are we going to do there? Is it worth... We could do a punch there just to clear that. Or do we move and maybe do a rescue just to sort of keep things clear a little bit? I think I'm not too worried about this guy. Plus we can stop overflow effects here as well. So I think she's going to move. It does mean I'm maybe going to be starting my turn here and having to deal with that, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to move over here. I won't worry about rescuing. I'd love to rescue here, but I think I want to get rid of some of these annoying locations as well. So let's use that last heroic. So I'll move and do a heroic, put that there. I have moved, so I can't look at the next card, but I don't really need to, so that's fine. Alright. Okay, I feel like that was pretty good. We were pretty successful there. I could use these things and do like a couple of punches here, but I think I'll save it. I think I'll save that. Alright. Alright, your numbers up, present Mike. I think we've got you. Early days. It's an early prediction. So I'm not going to draw a card though because I've moved, but I do want to get cracking on clearing some of these things as well. So that means it's going to be present Mike's turn. So he's going to play this card. You know that's the case. So he's going to play this down, and that's going to give him 2 wild actions. So there's going to be a lot of filling up locations and overflowing. So essentially he's going to put a thug in his spot and then civilians in each adjacent location. So at that point there's nothing problematic. Again, he doesn't start in a spot that's going to add more thugs. He's going to put that down. But then he basically triggers that again, so he's going to do that a second time, and that's where there's an overflow here, here, and here, and if there was anyone in these spots, we'd be getting hit once each, because one figure would overflow. So I think we're okay there. Alright, so it's time to move on. Now, who is going next? It looks like it's Anima's turn. Now this is going to be tricky because they've both got sort of reddish cards, don't they? Alright, so we've got a saw card here as well. So this says need a lift. Alright, so I'll let you read that. Okay, need a lift. Saw may move twice this turn. So normally Saw is going to get to move, but we could move him 1 more space. Then move Saw and any 1 hero in his location to another location, so we could really sort of pick someone up and have them really sort of do some good work elsewhere. Do we want to do that? What have we got? We've got a couple of wilds from Present Mike too, which is really handy. Do we want to give someone a big move on? To any other location? I mean, we could take Anima like right over here or right over here and just get started on some more of these spots, which could be really useful. What else? What are our other options we could protect? We've got, it's really a lot of punches, isn't it? There's a lot of punches going on here. Well, in that case, let's try this. I'll do the move and the punch. I've got a double wild here, so I'm going to punch. And I know I'm not giving a move to Present Mike because that's not coming up for a while, so I'll do that. Saw, let's move Saw just with his free movement. Let's get him over here. And then I'm going to move over here. And should I have drawn... Who was supposed to draw an extra card? I think I forgot to, I think I should have an extra card, shouldn't I? Because I should... Yeah, I think maybe I forgot to draw a card after all that talking before, so let's draw one. I think it was Anima that ended their turn in that spot, wasn't it? So we got ourselves another bugging out, I think. So we've got 2 copies of that. Yeah, okay. Sorry, folks. Alright, so... Saw's moved here. I've punched, I've moved in here, and then I'm going to use these 2 wilds to clear this location. And the beauty of that is that's going to then mean that Jiro is not going to start her turn in this spot, so that's a good combination. Alright, we've done well there. Okay. Alright, I like this mode. It gives a good little puzzle about how to handle these different situations. Work well together as a team. Alright, so there we go. We overcame that card. You may move to any other location with the hero in it. Okay, well, I'll go here. Although he's a hero. Could I go where he is? Okay, well, no, okay, that's not going to be that helpful at the moment, but that's okay. Now, okay. Jiro, I've given you a movement. Did I really want to give you a movement? Because if you move, we can't see what he's doing next. Well, let's see what she draws, what she got here. She's got wild. She's got heartbeat distortion. Ooh, okay. Okay. Oh, we get another heartbeat distortion. Okay, so that's... You may move any number of civilians, thugs, and heroes from your location to both adjacent locations. So I could push some of this stuff in here, I guess. And do a punch, but the punch isn't handy. There's nothing to punch there. I've got a... So I think really what I'm looking at here is... Oh, okay. Interesting. I guess I'm wanting to head this way. Alright, yeah. Yep. If I give him a heroic, that's going to make him move. If I give him a wild, that's going to make him drop a lot more stuff. Let's do it this way. Let's give him the heroic. Let's move in. Let's, do we drop one of these? We'll drop a heroic symbol here. We'll punch a thug. Am I happy with that? Not sure. Would I have rather rescue as well? We don't know what he's going to give us, so we don't know what we can do with Anima next turn. I think I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to do an extra rescue. So I'm moving, punching, and rescuing. There we go. Alright. So, present Mike. I think it's his turn. Oh no, hold on. It's Anima. Oh, it is Anima's turn. I was thinking it was... Oh, okay. I've got another yet, so... Okay. Maybe what... Ooh. Yeah, okay. I have to just try and remember that present Mike. At least he's a different colour, right? So let's draw a card for Anima. Put earphones cards over here. Don't get them all mixed up. And he's drawn himself... I think he just drew himself a move and a punch. Alright. So now the question is, what do we want to do? Do we want to... We've got a heroic. What do we want to give to present Mike? We almost want to give him a bit of movement now to move him away from here, don't we? So do we give him... Do we use a move and a punch? Yeah, maybe. Let's do that. Okay, so we're going to move. We're going to... And Saw, I think, is going to fly this way. We're going to move. We're going to... This time we will place a star down here. But we'll use our punch to get rid of this guy. Alright. There we go. Yeah. Okay. Pop that down there. So, let's see what he's up to. We've given him a move and a punch. Oh, uh-oh. Here we go. We've got the voice. Alright. He's starting to sing. So, first of all, he's going to move. 1, 2 does not trigger this. Okay. Now I believe the way this is intended to work, so Nelly can let me know if I'm getting this wrong, but I believe the teacher moves 2 locations. I don't believe they're meant to like land in this spot, trigger this as they go around. So if he had landed here, this would have triggered, but I think this is fine, so he lands here instead. But then after the move, he's going to do the heroic action, so he's going to move 1 location, and this is where he is go. Oh no! I've done it again. The villain has landed, so we've got another. I forgot about 1,000 subscribers, and I've lost all my subscribers. They've unclicked, they've unsubscribed, yeah, that's not good. But okay, so what happens next is attach a stunned token to a villain or henchman in your location. Oh, sorry, I'm doing the heroic, aren't I? Sorry. So the heroic, he moves 1 more spot, and then he's going to drop civilians on either side, I think. Is that right? And 1 to each adjacent location. Yep, so we get 1 here, and 1 here in the gym, and 1 in Class 1A. Then he's going to use his voice. Okay, so at this... Oh, no, hold on. Then he does a punch, sorry. Then his punch is... He deals the damage in this spot. And adjacent. I've got to remember that the punches actually hit adjacent too, so we actually just got away with escaping there, and then he adds a thug in his spot. Okay. Well, we've lost our insurance there with the 1,000 subscribers, haven't we? Okay. So, attach a stun token to a villain. Okay, no, we don't do that, we do this. So, until the start of the next villain turn, heroes take 1 damage at the start of their turn unless they moved at least 1 location away from present Mike. Alright, so we're going to take damage unless we move away from him. Okay, so we sort of have to head in this direction, which is very full of things, but that's okay. Alright. That's fair enough. And we've been given a heroic. Alright, so who's up next? I think it is Earphone Jack. Alright, here she goes. She's going to draw... Oh, well, she's got a move, so that's handy. We do have a move, and yeah, we'd better play it. We could play the wild, but if all we're going to use it for is a move, I'd rather use the move, I guess. So let's do that. And now the question is, do we come in here and just really try and whittle down this stuff? Although, to be honest, what I'd really rather whittle down is this, so that if is Anima going to be... He's not going to be able to fix that though, is he? She's definitely going to have to go and miss an action there, yeah. In which case... Yeah, do I drop 1 here on the way, or do I just use the heroic to clear this out? I feel like I can do a bit of punching. Until the start of your turn, you can use punches in any location. Till the start of your next turn. So yeah, maybe I should have done that to protect us. Till the start of your next turn, all heroes in your location can't be damaged. So, because otherwise we'd have to... Yeah, Well, we're not going to take damage from it because of that, but we could cancel any damage if he lands on us, couldn't we? Well... They're all... everything is a single punch except the saw could help us move somewhere else, I guess. That's the thing. Oh, well, let's play... Alright, so since I'm going to play this, and it's only got a single punch, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to put a heroic here. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Then she's going to move. Then Anima's going to have a turn. He's going to move to this spot. Saw is going to keep moving over this way, I think. And then I'll do a single punch. Get rid of this thug here. And now until the beginning of my next turn, characters in my location can't be damaged. Is that right? Yep. Yeah, can't be damaged. All heroes in your location can't be damaged. Okay, that's fine. Then Earphone Jack's going to have another turn, but she has to think about what she's going to do here. I guess I don't want to move. I could push some of these guys out of this location, I guess. I am going to lose an action though, aren't I? Because I'm starting my turn here in this location. Ignore one action on the previous card, so I'm not going to get that punch. What am I going to do? Do I use... I guess I'll try a heartbeat distortion. Heartbeat distortion, so I get a single punch. I'll punch this guy. Okay. And then I could... Do I push this civilian over here? I mean, it doesn't... I feel like it doesn't really matter there. I think I'm going to leave it. Also, this has the potential of overflowing with more things anyway, so maybe I don't want to add anything more there. I think I'll just... It's a bit of a waste with the heartbeat distortion, but I just don't think I want to use those effects. Alright, which means it's now Present Mike's turn, but we do have to remember we are sort of protected here. Okay. Unless I'm getting something wrong. Okay. It's entirely possible I'm forgetting something major. Alrighty then. So, he gets himself a voice card with a punch again. So that he had a voice card with a heroic before, now he's got one with a punch. Which means he's going to have 2 punches. So he's going to stay there, I believe. Deals 1 damage to each hero here and adjacent, and then adds a thug to his location. So he's going to add a thug in his spot for the first one, and then add another thug for the second one. Right. Lots of robots attacking there. And then his voice is going to create that effect. So now that we're opposite him, now essentially we're going to take a damage if we move out and closer towards him, essentially, if we end our turns there. I guess if we could somehow get here and move back, that could help. He's given us a punch. Interesting. He has given us a punch. Alright. Well, let's see. It is Anima's turn. We'll draw a card for him. How close are we getting to making him under pressure? Not much. Alright, so... well, I've got no movement here at all. I could use Soar, I guess. Or do I want to stay where I am? Maybe I don't need to, although that punch is going to waste, isn't it? Do I just stay there and put a token down? Or do I move? I feel like I've sort of committed a little bit here to these now, so maybe I do get cracking with that. Until the start of your turn, you may use your punch actions in any location. I could just start punching all around the place. You may use your punch actions in any location. The question is, it doesn't say locations, so it sounds like I could pick one spot and do a bunch of punches in that spot. So that is interesting. But if well, either way I'm giving, okay, so I'm giving, I'm either wasting, if I play this to give Jiro a heroic, I'm wasting that punch because I can't use the punch anywhere else. If I play any other card that gives me a punch, I'm sort of wasting a punch for her unless she moves. Right, okay, well, let's play bugging out, I think. Let's do it. So we've got 2 punches, and our punches can target any location, and then the pet companion can move to wherever we do that. Yeah, let's do it. Okay, the pet companion's going to fly over here, and we're going to punch twice in this spot. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now, I've given a punch to Earphone Jack. What's she going to do? She is going to... She's got to draw a card. She's got to move and she's got to punch. Man, I don't really have... I don't have any double actions. Like, it's all... Yeah, I was hoping I could get like a move and a star or something so I could get over here and at least finish this off. But if that's the case... I think I'm going to take some damage here, but I think it's just what it is. So let's use this movement. Alright. Or do I want to use wild just to give something a bit better to Anima? Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I'm going to use the wild. I'm going to use it to move, and then I will punch this guy here. Okay. And then I've got to take some damage because I moved closer to that wall of sound. Alright, so what am I going to lose? I guess I'll lose the single move, right? I guess that's the bit. Oh, what's happened to my deck here? Is this all I've got left? This game is... I'm running out of time. What's happening? Oh my goodness. How quick is this game gone? Oh no. Uh-oh. SpaghettiOs. Okay. So, Anima, you get one turn here. Do we put him under pressure here, maybe? But I'd have to knock out another thug, and there's no thugs around here. That's interesting. I've sort of... Alright, what am I going to give him? I've got a movement and a Hitchcock birds, so that's going to protect me. So at the start of your turn, all heroes in your location can't be damaged. I could move over there and try and protect us. What have I got? A wild. A wild and a heroic. A heroic would let him move one space. If he draws a punch... I think I want heroics. I want to give... Although I'm not giving myself a heroic, I'm really just giving it to him. It's not helping the team, is it? But I think I just want to get cracking on... Well, in that case, if all I'm going to achieve is... If I use the wild to move over here and put a star down... Then I've used up one of my wilds. If I use this instead, Hitchcock birds, I can at least use that, and then I'll still have a wild up my sleeve for trying to sort of like finish that off. So that's what I'll do, I think. What's Saul going to do? He might just move here, just stay around the place. Alright, so I've got a move and a wild, and I will finish this off. So there we go. Put a threat cleared token down there. Okay, and what's going to happen now? Let's see. This says if there are no civilians and no thugs in this location, you may gain it. Oh man, okay, that's not the case. Now, have I taken damage with this guy before? I don't think I have, so maybe I was supposed to draw a card with him. Have I taken damage with him? I don't think so. Because I definitely am supposed to take a damage now, so I think I was supposed to draw a card in the beginning of that turn. Alright. I get myself a Hitchcock birds with heroic. And now I'm going to take a hit though, because I did move closer, and he's still using that voice power. And I don't think I used a Hitchcock... Oh, hold on. Wait a second. Until the start of your next turn. Oh yeah, no, okay. So yes, I used a Hitchcock birds there. So that's fine. I protect myself from this voice. So that's okay. So I get to keep this card. So I've got another Hitchcock birds. Okay. In which case I probably... Would I have wanted to use this? No, I'll keep these. I'll keep these heroics. Okay. Okay. Oh, I hope I haven't like messed up all the rules there. I feel like I'm sort of losing it. So, nope, it's not my turn. Oh, I've given him a movement. I wonder what's going to happen here. Well, let's see. Okay, he's going to move quite a bit. All right, I think Jiro might be taking a hit here. All right, but we'll see what happens. At least he's turned his voice off. Okay, so he's going 1, 2. Oh, sorry, he's going 1, 2, 1, 2. So he's landing here. Uh-oh. Oh no, she's going to get absolutely floored here. So, is that right? Because he was here. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yep. He puts a token down. He's not under pressure yet. So he just puts the 1 down. But then unfortunately he's going to deal a damage in his location. Do 1 damage to each hero in your location. Then he adds a thug, and that's going to cause the final hit. So let's put the wild on top, I guess, and we'll put that under there. So she's going to get hit once, and then she's going to get hit with the overflow. Yeah, she gets hit once there. So she is KO'd. Now the KO unfortunately causes him to go a bit faster. So he's going to go here now, and then yeah, we're only going to get the 2 turns, and then she gets pushed away. His thing says gets move the KO'd hero one location away from him. Now we can choose which direction that is. It looks like it doesn't say clockwise. Who's waking up? She's going to be the one going next. She's going to wake up. She'll have a but she'll be starting her turn. We won't want her to start a turn here and miss one of those actions. So let's have her, as much as I'd like her to wake up in a punch spot, let's have, oh no, they're both they're both the same. Oh no. Well, it doesn't matter then, does it? Alright, let's move her here, I guess. Alright, so that's not great. Or should I move her somewhere where she can tag together with Anima to finish off? Like if they can put some heroics down, they can work together on this one spot. The only problem is there's no thug, but oh well, yeah, let's move her here. Okay, we're going to move her here. Right. And that is his turn. It's now her turn. She's going to wake up. She's got 1, 2, 3 cards, 4 cards when she wakes up. Yep. Okay, so he's giving her a move and a punch, but because we're in this situation, she's only going to get the move or the punch. So we've got ourselves a wild, we've got ourselves a move. I've got to remember when she doesn't move, I think she's been moving, but I've got to remember when she doesn't move, we get to look at the next card. But she's got one of these. And she's got one of these too. Okay, wow. Alright, what have we got? So that's a lot there. Move, punch. Well, let's do this then. Let's play that. Now the thing is, if we make him under pressure now, then he's going to go next. We won't get a turn. I think that's how that works. So I think I have to think about this. What am I going to do? I'll go, just thinking about that wild instead. Move, punch. Yeah, that's interesting. We'll leave that. Do I do it? Do I just make him under pressure now? Maybe it's worth it. Okay, let's go. Alright, let's do it. We'll go here, punch this guy, and before we leave there, we'll drop a heroic token in this spot. Okay, but unfortunately that means he's going to go straight away, and we've given him a move and a heroic. So he's going to... I think this is right. So, oh no, he's doing another voice. Oh gosh. Okay, so he's going to move 1, 2, then he's going to move 1 and place a civilian here and a civilian here, I believe. Then he's going to then he's going to move again. He's going to place 1 here and he's going to place 1 here. So we kind of got pretty lucky there. It'd be good if we could start attacking him here, but that's not the case. Alright, we're running out of time here. Can we do it? It is Anima's turn, and he's now back to not being accelerated. So he is going... We're going to get 2 turns here, if, in theory. So Anima's going to draw a card. I think this is fine. Ooh, Saw. I see everything. So this is another one we can move Saw twice. And then, what does it say there? It says, look at the top card of the Master Plan deck. Oh, then if Saw is in the villain's location, you may place it on the bottom so we can change it if we don't like it. What do we need to... We've got 2 heroics there. So really, well, basically... Okay, so, no, we don't. Sorry, we've got 1 heroic. Sorry. Okay, what do we need to do here? Oh, we need to move. How do we... I can't move. Oh, that's just problematic in all sorts of ways. So what I'll do... I need to keep this going. So, okay, so why don't we do this? Let's put this down. We'll do a heroic. So, we'll just do 2 rescues. But Saw will move into his spot, so at least we can... We've given a rescue to Earphone Jack. She can come in here and maybe help out with this. But Saw can now have a look at what he's got, and we know he's going to be moving. So he's going to go 1, 2 at least. And he's going to drop things in either spot. Okay. So, what are we going to give him? Let's draw a card. Right, I need to get here and drop a heroic. So I think I'm probably just going to play this, I think. But what's that going to do? So we know he's got another move. So this will give him 1, 2... 1, 2, and then he'll move here and place things here. I think that's fine. I think that's alright. So let's do this. So she's going to move in. She doesn't lose an action, so that's great. She moves here. She's going to place 2 heroic tokens on here, clear this last threat, or at least the last threat contributing towards the mission. So we've now cleared that whole mission as well. So we've cleared this, we have cleared this. He is now vulnerable, under pressure and vulnerable. Okay. I guess if we need to, we can rescue a few more civilians, but okay. Now that we're here, defeat 1 thug in any location without a threat card. Okay, well, don't mind if I do. Let's defeat this guy. Alright. Now, unfortunately though, that's all we can do. So he's going to have a turn. He's moving twice. 1, 2, 1, 2, but on the way through he does trigger this. Okay, he's then going to use his heroic. He's going to move this way and he's going to blast out some more songs and put some more fans in the crowd there, and that is his turn. Alright, now he's under pressure though, and vulnerable, that's the big thing. Alright, so let's see, I think let's see, what can we do here? Alright. I've got to move. Ooh, just a bird. Where's Saw? He's over here. We could play just, this must have been, wait, did I just, I think I just picked up, yeah. Whoopsie, I'll shuffle these. I think I'm not sure how these were, what order these were in, but I'm pretty sure the bird card wasn't on top. Alright, that's a shame, because that would have been really useful. I think I just picked up his deck rather than his hand of cards. Alright, so let's draw a card. Alright, so we've got oh man, look at all these heroics. Where are the punches? Alright, so Saw may move twice this turn, then move Saw and any one hero in his location to another location. Okay, hold on a second. So we could bring Earphone Jack to the party. So this could be alright. So let's play this, need a lift. So Saw is going to... Saw may move twice this... Oh, you know what I forgot? This voice card. So I bet I was moving... I bet I didn't move away, so I think Anima should have taken a hit there, so I don't think I had the Hitchcock birds like active at that time. So I think I drew this card recently, so let's put this one away. I don't know if that's cheating. Alright, and then Earphone Jack, I feel like she moved closer, so she also would have taken a damage there. I guess let's lose this movement, I guess. I'll put that there. Alright. So, yep. Yeah, but okay, so that's all good, but this is the card we're playing. So this is going to be Saw may move this turn, so let's move Saw here. We don't need to move him again, but we are going to then use this ability, then move Saw and any one hero in his location to any other location. So let's move him straight to here, so when she triggers her turn she's going to be in the spot, and then we'll use the move and the punch to move in and do 1 damage with Anima. Okay, so he's down to 4 health, and then Earphone Jack is going to draw a single card. We know she's going to get the movement. Alright, now this is where it gets dangerous, because if we just wail on him with double punches, he's going to wail on us too, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, maybe we should have done some worse. Oh, but if she plays the heartbeat distortion, this could be good. Alright, so she's going to play this one, and then she's going to do 2 punches. So she's going to do 2 damage. We've got 2 health left. But then she's going to... oh, I forgot she could have... Oh, she's got the earphones, doesn't she? Oh, man. I could have done some damage. I think I made him vulnerable when I moved in. He was vulnerable. He was too. So yeah, let's flip this. I think we've got him, because we do the 2 damage there when he was here, and then we use the 2 damage here, and we push these. Let's just push these guys out of the way, so we're safe from that as well. And we're back in Class 1A, and we have defeated Present Mike. There we go. It took the full team effort. We got Saw, we got Anima helped that happen, and then we had Earphone Jack came in with the 2 damage at the end. So there you go. Present Mike is defeated. Sorry guys, that was probably a bit of a mix-up sort of game. I think I was sort of making a lot of mistakes and stuff there, and a bit unsure of myself. But I hope the system shone through there. I hope what Nelly Nell has been able to put together here is really, really sort of evident here, and it's just a lot of fun. Every one of these teachers has felt really different and has felt really thematically like their fight from the anime series as well. So this is really cool, sort of getting blasted away and having to think about sort of like having to get further away, or like dealing with the punishment of like walking through that wall of sound and that sort of thing as well. That was a lot of fun, and I think they did sort of ambush him in the show with animals and things like that, so that was kind of cool that we took him down like that. I think what's really fun is how you know, xnellynelx been able to create these characters and the way they interact and the way their special moves work as a hero deck, how all of that somehow comes together really well when you team them up in these thematic fights, and it really plays out like the show as well, you know, in the way that the villains work and react to them and that sort of thing as well. So just amazing, really, really good fun. And like I said, I can really recommend the snipe fight. There's a lot of sort of his punches actually count as bams and do a lot of like really accurate hitting and that sort of thing. The Cementos is all about sort of like pushing things around and sort of setting up these sort of like I guess barriers and that sort of thing as well. And yeah, just super fun. So I'm looking forward to showing this mode off and all of his villains and that sort of thing in the upcoming Homebrew deep dive. So keep your eyes out for that. I'll show you all the different battle modes he's been working on, all the different villains that he's made. There's tons of them for this this series, plus any sort of extras that he's sort of made in the meantime as well. And that will be the final My Hero Academia Homebrew deep dive. So really sort of happy to be able to show off his entire set there, and then we'll move on to other series as well. So that'll be a lot of fun too. Anyway, thank you very much, guys. Hope you're enjoying the games and you know, whatever games you're playing, whether it's United or any other types of games and stuff. I hope you're having fun with your hobby. And yeah, Meeple Monkey out. See you later.